Hey everyone, this is Colton Locke, aka Funtivity Colton, here with another Singletracks gear review. Today we are checking out this crazy contraption on my chest, the Feiyu Tech WG 3-axis gimbal. Let's go check it out. Many of you have probably seen the ultra smooth riding of Nate Hills or Alex from the Singletrack Sampler and wondered how they possibly get such great footage. I'm betting 80% of you have GoPros, you film your epic ride just to get home and watch it and have it be super shaky. Well, the answer is a wearable gimbal. This model specifically is the Feiyu Tech 3-axis WG or wearable gimbal. The 3-axis means it rotates on 3 different axes. It rolls, tilts, and pans. In the box, you'll find the WG mount itself along with a T-clamp that can be mounted on the bottom or the end, which allows you to hook it to GoPro mounts. 4 batteries, a charger, and a cable, but you will not find a charging adapter, so you'll have to supply that on your own. It also comes with a USB connector and video output and camera charging cables, an Allen key and additional hardware, 3 3M adhesive strips, 2 curved mounts, a bolt similar to a GoPro bolt, and a quick release mount. And it comes in this awesome case which is small and portable and has plenty of space for all sorts of GoPro accessories. The WG is super simple to use. There's just one button that controls power on and off and changes the mode. The gimbal itself weighs 188 grams without batteries or a camera. Now that's not too heavy, but it can be a little bit cumbersome for some mounting locations. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. Speaking of the batteries, Feiyu Tech claims that these last 3 to 4 hours on a charge. I personally have found that they actually last a little bit longer. I've squeezed 5 hours out of my batteries and it comes with 2 different sets. So theoretically, you can get up to 10 hours without having to recharge. It's not truly waterproof, but I have had it out in some surprise rainstorms and it's still working. That being said, I really don't recommend taking it out in the water. If you can, try and avoid that. Though I am really impressed with the quality of the WG, you do have to be very careful with these. I have seen these break. The electronics and motors can get out of sync and then it will just go limp and shake on you. You have to be careful when you toss it in a backpack to make sure it doesn't get caught on anything, and if you do take a fall and land on it, it will break. That being said, I do think it's good quality, and if you take care of it, it will last. It's also important to talk about how well this unit functions, and the answer is phenomenal. The picture this thing produces is unbelievable. The difference between just using a GoPro and using the WG gimbal is mind-blowing. You can mount the GoPro to the top of the helmet and get some decently smooth videos, but it's nothing like using a gimbal. The stabilization is amazing. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten home to watch my GoPro footage and have it just so shaky that I can't even watch it. So many of my epic rides that I've filmed have been ruined because the footage is just unwatchable. Well, not anymore. With the gimbal, the footage is so smooth and looks so great. I do look like a total Jerry with this thing on, but it's worth it. You can mount the WG in all sorts of different locations. My personal favorite is the chest mount. I think it gives a really cool perspective on your ride. You can also mount it on the top of the helmet, which I find works well, but can be a little bit too heavy, or on a pole mount to get smooth ride-by shots, or even directly on the bike, which I find works well if the trail is smooth, but if it's rough, the gimbal has a hard time catching up. Basically, anywhere you can mount a GoPro, you can mount the Feiyu Tech WG. And it's not just for cycling. I use it for all sorts of outdoor activities, including snowshoeing, rock climbing, camping, hiking, skiing, and basically any other activity I get myself into. The only downside to this unit is that you can't fit the GoPro 5 in here. I really wish I could. I've tried to find some different screws to jimmy rig it in there, but I just can't get it to fit. It's originally priced at $220, but you can find it online for between $200 and $180 bucks, and at that price, I think it is an excellent buy. I personally would take an older GoPro like a 3 or a 4 and a gimbal over the new GoPro 5 because the quality of the videos you get with the gimbal is just so great. So thanks for hanging out with us today and checking out the Feiyu Tech WG 3-axis gimbal. Head over to singletracks.com for a whole bunch more great content, and of course follow me on Instagram and Strava at FuntivityColton. And if you haven't yet, be sure to click this little circle right here to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our awesome videos. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We'll catch you on the trail.